Hey guys, welcome back to Blast Man TV. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the MGC Square-1. Let's dive in. So a lot of people are probably wondering, what in the world is Square-1? Well, for those of you who really don't know, because y'all don't look at the internet that much, Square-1 is a WCA event that turns really odd. It's a puzzle that can shapeshift, and it's one of the only shape-shifting puzzles in the WCA. So I could get a crazy shape like this, which you wouldn't know how to solve. But enough about what Square-1 is. Let's dive into the turning. So for this puzzle, turning is actually pretty good on top layers and bottom layers. Slice moves just click into place. It just feels nice. Has a nice clicky, kind of clacky kind of feel. Kind of like whenever some of the keyboards you might see at school in the computer lab. But the corner cutting is really good. Not that good, but still pretty good. So if you're looking for a top of the line speed cube, this is a good way to go if you're wanting to get into Square-1. Just note that this puzzle is $20 on speedcubeshop.com. Be sure to use code JPerm until I'm sponsored. But now let's dive into the core mechanism. Alright, so now I got my puzzle disassembled. Now let's take it all apart, like half and half. That way we can get a closer look at the core. So this puzzle's core mechanism is actually pretty confusing when you first look at it. Because you see two halves, and they just snap together, like that. And this is what allows the slice moves to be able. Because on one of these pieces, there's this little peg. You might be able to see it, but you might not. There's a peg right here that inserts into this hole. And it's basically like an axle, wheel and axle. Like this part's the wheel spinning on the axle. And there's also magnets right here that gives it its nice little snap into place that you might hear. Like that. And there's also pieces in the corners and edges. So I'm just going to put in corner in for sake of demonstration. Set them together. So this corner would normally just be sitting. And it's sitting, and it's aligned with the magnets. That's right here. There's magnets here, here, and here. So the corner is designed to fit in with its magnets, no matter what position it is. And that's the same with the edges. I'll put a edge in just for the sake of demonstration. If I can find a good one. Yeah, it really don't matter too much. Actually, there are no magnets in the edge. My mistake. But that's enough about the mechanism, and I'm going to put it back together, and we'll get to the final parts of this review. Alright, so now that we got the puzzle reassembled, I feel like just to show how good this cube is, we might as well do a solve on it. And I'm just doing a random scramble. I'll be quick for the sake of this video's length. because with my old Square-1 tutorial that received a lot of hate. People didn't really like it that much, because of just how long it was, so I'll try and keep this one very short. But now we got our scramble, and let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So what you're going to see me do right now is make cube shape. I made cube shape. Well, paired all 8 edges up next to each other. Got cube shape. Now I'm doing orientation. Then orienting the edges. So then that is going to be parity. Right at a minute, 1 minute and just about 1 minute. So, time for my final thoughts. This cube is really, really good for its price. Just wish it was a tiny bit cheaper, but you get what you get as long as it's a good cube. Turning is really good, same with corner cutting. The mechanism, really good. But, with all that said and done, I'm Blastman Cubing, and this was a review on the YJ MGC Square-1. Happy cubing!